Welcome to another video of Life Coach Code. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm feeling especially happy. A book that I was writing is officially published on Amazon. You can check it out. I'm gonna leave links somewhere here. But my point is, before I was feeling kind of tired and exhausted, but right now I'm feeling happy and positive. What's really the difference between emotions, mood, and affects? In this video, we're gonna talk exactly about that.
Before we continue, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Click that subscribe button, click that bell button so you get our new videos we release every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Okay, so what is the difference between an emotion, an affect, a mood, a feeling, and even a state of being? I'm gonna explain everything in this video. When something happens, let's say you walk down the street and somebody honks behind you like beep, and you get all startled. This response to the situation is an affect. You're affected by the person honking behind you, by the loud noise. You get startled and you feel this kind of sensation within your body. This is an affect. An emotion is the fear that comes as a response of this stimuli, the fear that you might be under a threat. Now, the difference between an emotion and an affect is the sensation that you get based on the stimuli. The emotion is the label we put on the sensations that we feel within our body, depending on the internal or external stimuli. Now, each emotion holds a message. As we said, when we get startled, this doesn't tell us a lot. It's just a natural response. But feeling fear tells us that we might be under a threat, that this loud noise might be something that we would like to check out, that maybe there is danger out there and maybe we should be aware of it. This is the emotion. It's longer than the affect when we put the variable of time.
Why is an affect quicker and shorter than an emotion? Well, when we look inside our brain, its design is really intelligent. And let's say we are observing a bear. Now our life is in real danger, right? The light from the bear needs to come inside our eyes. Our eye receptors needs to catch this information, and this information needs to go all the way back to the backside of our brain. From the backside of our brain creates an image, and this image goes to different areas of our brain, and we are making different connections, different patterns, and we will need to realize whether or not we should run away or we should stay here. But this takes a lot of time, like a couple of seconds, and in dangerous situations like a bear approaching us, we don't have a couple of seconds. We need to act fast, we need to run right now. That's why the information goes through our amygdala. This is the center part of our brain, and this part, it's responsible for creating an affect. This affect will help us to run away from the bear even before we realize what we are actually looking at. This gives us the most chances to survive a dangerous situation if we need to run away from this dangerous situation, instead of sitting around and wondering whether or not we should run away or whether or not this is a bear or are we in real danger or not. So that's why we have an affect. So if the situation requires from us to act really fast, we will do it even before our brain processes the information. Now we need emotions because they are rich data, and from this rich data we can unpack a lot of information that we can self-reflect on, or we can decide what we're gonna take our next actions towards.
Mood, however, is when you hold on to this emotion, and this emotion creates a kind of relationship with your mind. So you hold on to this anger, to this fear, and maybe even, let's go with anger. Maybe you get even angry why this guy honked at you, and you hold on to this anger, and you move out through your day, and this anger creates a relationship with your mind. Now you are mentally focusing on things that will reinforce this anger. So you go to work, and everything you observe while you are at your work reinforces your anger. Maybe you have a lot of things to do, and now you're like,
damn, I'm really tired. I don't need to do all these things today. Why today?
then the boss comes and maybe tells that
The holiday you wanted to have on Monday needs to be postponed.
now you have another reason to reinforce this anger. Maybe you are looking at your coworker that kind of annoys you, and today it's really annoying just because you're trying to find those details that will reinforce the anger. This kind of relationship that the emotion you hold on to creates with your mind becomes our mood. So you have an angry mood throughout your day because you held to this emotion of anger that was created because somebody honked behind you and you got scared and then you got angry. You grab this anger, you hold it onto, and now you have a mental state that focuses only on things that will reinforce this anger. Now this is the difference between an affect, an emotion, and a mood. Now what is a state of being? Let's say today you are angry, and let's say tomorrow you are again holding on to anger, and the next day. The average emotion you feel every day is your state of being. And this emotion is determined based on what you are feeling during the day, most often, most importantly, what emotions you are holding on to within yourself and you're not releasing. That's why it's crucial to have a good emotional hygiene. If the emotion that you hold on to is negative, then your whole perception of the world will become negative and you will filter everything out through this prism of negativity. So that's why you need to learn how to have a good emotional hygiene, so you clean your emotional body from all of these low vibration emotions that you don't want to keep and holding on to.